All right, hey y'all, welcome. Oh, I'm kind of loud there. I'm gonna bring it down a tad bit. All right, I went for something different with the music. We'll see how it goes. Trying out new things with layout-wise. Also, I mean, they're pretty much all the same. Oh, hold on. And then, boom. They're pretty much all the same from last week, but let's just roll through it because why not? We have this one. Oh, is it not gonna run the keyboard maestro? No, it's not. Anyway, that one's fun. Is it just not doing it though? There we go. It just wasn't focused. So same layout, different camera angles. And then we also have this one, which I was talking to you at the beginning. And then also just this one, where it puts whatever's on, whatever's on a display in the top right corner. Yeah, right corner. It's weird because I'm using like my left hand to hit up there. And then it makes it better because I can actually switch to this camera and actually like see you and talk to you more, and it's like different and better in my opinion. But let's go back to the display. So today we are going to be working on iHog. So let me get that going real quick. I'm so glad, Jake, that you like the beginning of the I'm so glad that you like the waiting screen. I spent a little bit of time on it. It was a fun little project. Thanks. I'm trying to up my game, and now I'm like, I don't know what the Xcode icon looks like. We're seeing how it goes. And then we're also trying something new music-wise, because... No, why is that up? Oh, well. We're just gonna have hair sticking up. We're trying something new music-wise and all of this. Why? I don't know. Just, it's gonna be something different. It's completely different than what I normally listen to, but granted, Taylor Swift isn't royalty-free, so that's an issue there. I'm gonna go ahead and pop that out. Cool. Now I can see comments, I can see everything. It's great. All right. Well, actually, I minimized that. I need to go look at what to do. So I got reports over the weekend on that my encoder wheels weren't working, which I find slightly odd, just because I never touched. I mean, not encoder wheels. My command and kind keys weren't. I mean, my palettes and stuff weren't working in here, which I also find odd, just because they should be working. So let's see what happens there. I'm not even in the right view right now. First off, so select programming object. So it should be entering. Let's see, we double tap backspace, we select the object, we put the number in, and then we hit enter. So that push button, that should be selecting the palettes. I need my other laptop real quick. All right. I just need to get to Hog open and see if this actually works. It's gonna be dead. It's dead. Is it dead? Might be dead. It's not dead, but we'll find it. We'll see. We'll just plug it in anyway. That's great. I love it. And y'all can kind of see that I have another laptop open here to work with. It's great. Teams, go away. Okay, so what's going on here though? while Windows is opening on my laptop here. I mean, it looks like it should all be working. Like I said, I didn't touch this whatsoever. And it was working before. I did have an issue where, for whatever reason, they weren't firing before. Parallels, you're so weird. Sometimes Parallels is like, I'm gonna open fully and be totally a-okay. And other times it's like, nah, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, okay, you do you. Show objects, playback objects. So let's make sure I didn't accidentally like comment anything out. OSC, select programming object. It sends the object type. Yeah. And there it either sends a list or a scene. I mean, that all looks fine. That looks like what it's supposed to be doing. I love it. I didn't actually implement release, so I'll do that. Send OSC here. Jump to definition. You'd send it. Okay, so it should all be sending. So real quick, so y'all can see what I'm going through with my parallels. Oh, watch, it's gonna go to normal now. Like, I don't know why, but it decided to be all well, now you can't see it because it adjusted. But it decided to be all squishy, and it was really weird. Sure, I don't care. Network. Settings here. No. Settings here, we'll do. Center. There we go. All right, let me get this right here. Settings. Open sound control 249. Oh, parallels completely messed me up. Okay. Sorry, I have to get my like testing computer right. So sorry for you guys watching me troubleshoot not on that screen. It should. Should it do it now? Network. Why is it only... I hate Windows. I hate Parallels. I just hate it. If I never had to touch Windows again, I would be so happy. Anyway, I just did the most ridiculous thing right before getting on stream. So I went to go get some water. I went to go get some coffee, all that jazz like I normally do. And in my water cup, I was really stupid because inside my water cup, I poured my coffee. And I was like, what just happened? Why did I just do this? It made no sense whatsoever for me to do it. Are you kidding me? It's still at a 10 dot? That's why I hate it, because like I don't know what networking set. I should probably configure. Like, you been there with the coffee or with hating Parallels? Because both are insane. But the all right, well, I can do this without Parallels. We'll just shut it down and we'll test a different way. So like I was just like, what is wrong with me? Hey, Dragon Dust, welcome. Well, both. That's fair. Yeah, it's a very hard life. Welcome in, Dragon Dust. How is it going? I've seen that you've been like streaming a bit here and there. Yeah, the coffee and the water cup. That was a new one for me. I had never made that mistake before, and I pour it in and it goes on top of the ice. Like I hadn't even gotten my ice out and everything. Thanks for the resub. I apparently turned off my alerts and redoing like everything. Thank you for subscribing again. I appreciate it. Yeah, that coffee in the water cup thing. It had the ice in it. It was ready, and I don't know what happened. It just went in there. All right, so my parallels that I use usually to test isn't gonna work right now. So what we're gonna do here is just do it locally. Oh, nice. What would y'all also do? Like, are y'all gonna stream like coding at work? Or would it be, something different? Like more related to what y'all do? All right, I gotta write down a to-do here to get the, alerts back. All right. Over the summer, I actually did a lot of streams for work. Like every Thursday, we would do streaming. We would do a live stream, but it was like purely pertaining to like how to use Hog. It wasn't anything like what I do here. OSC is on, but no, it's not. That's fair. That's cool. That's fun though. It makes sense. So you'll be working on, is it Stuffatory or a different app? Because I mean, I've been using Stuffatory. It's been fun. Because I know you have Stuffatory going. I just didn't know if you had like more than that, just that. And then you'll be doing more common technical topics. That's fair. Like the common technical topics is needed sometimes, and it makes it really good, like getting the company name out there and stuff. Nice, Stuffatory. If y'all haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's kind of neat. It's a neat idea of where you can go to, where you can log where your stuff is, like the location of your stuff. So like, I set my iPad down on the desk. You put it in the phone. And then if you don't know where your iPad is, you can go back and check it. It's a very simple way of explaining it, but it's really neat. It's really well designed. Also, Dragon Dust is really cool, so I would highly recommend going to do that. Okay, so it looks like it should go. Let's see what color does. Hog, hardware, color 2, enter. Nice. Those complete rewrites are a doozy, as I've learned. Hopefully, though, yours goes a lot smoother than me, since you're a bit more experienced. And you're able to get through it pretty quickly. Of course. Anytime. I like supporting people. And then once Jake gets an app, I'll make sure to also talk about his. Okay, but this looks like it should be working. Oh, nice. So proper iPad support. Yay. Are you gonna do CloudKit syncing in between the two? Okay, so why? I'm gonna pin that. Okay, so I think it should be working. Like, it looks like it should be working. Let's actually do Jake's app will exist someday. Oh, you've already had iCloud syncing. I gotcha. Sorry, my bad. You got this, Jake. You will have an app. I'm ready. I'm ready that once you get your app, I will plug it. I am ready to plug it, and I'm ready to tell all my friends about it who do things. Assuming that's the first one you release. I can't think about what I'm trying to open. Okay, so we have... What am I trying to open? It doesn't matter. Oh, yay! Resub from Rev. Thanks, Rev. I appreciate the resub. Yes, all my EOS friends. I just didn't know how much you wanted me to say. All my EOS friends. I actually have... So whenever I've been, yes, I do. I want that. Thanks for the lurk, Rev. I appreciate it. Yes, I want to be on test flight because that would be awesome for that. I will email you. Either send me a link or on Discord, Dragon Dust, or like the private link whenever you have it ready. Or I can give you my email for my Apple ID. Either one are fine. I appreciate it. I know you say no problem, but thank you. I gotta get my alerts back. I just realized that those somehow got turned off today during all of this. Cool. Awesome. All right, I'm having... So we're gonna go into projects here. Oh, I remembered what I was gonna do. I was gonna open Touch OSC. Because I don't understand. I did change one thing with my palettes, and this is the only thing that I really need to check, is making sure. So like Hog doesn't give direct access to the palettes. They only give like hardware access, which is why all of this is super hard. So like it's all hardware based. So by going into here, programming, I get all the access, and like not all the buttons are listed in the manual, like I've said. So like this Touch OSC editor is really what gets me, going with it and lets me know what's going on. It is just color. Okay. Yeah. So that should work. I mean, it's set to the exact same. And then right here, it tells me the Hog hardware color section. If you're interested in OSC and you've never played around with Touch OSC, it's pretty nifty. You get to create your own layouts and stuff like that. I actually use it for as my switcher here. Oh, whoops. Auto switch again. There we go. Okie doke. Say hi to those chickens for me, Jake. I actually use it as my switcher here. I switched from I have the Stream Deck going for certain things. Like I can quickly toggle on and off that like emote thing. But then I was able to customize this completely here so that I can run different things, which is pretty nifty. And then I'm using another piece of software to route it all to like Keyboard Maestro and get everything like connected correctly. Let's go to here. But this is Touch OSC. It's nifty. I highly recommend checking it out if you need something like that. All right, so that seems like it should work correctly. I'm gonna go ahead and close it then. So I don't know what would necessarily be wrong with it. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. So, oh, of course you can't, because the only thing that I found that's been weird is because we use it for work, every time I go into my part-time developer Jira space, I can't, it doesn't recognize my work account. So I guess there's two options there. I guess I could invite my work account in and that would do it. Okay, so Let's figure out what to do next. Because I need to do something on here besides like check to see if it's working. Let's go into releases. 2021.2. 6 issues to do. Let's actually work on buttons. Should send OSC like it should. So right now, buttons are only sending out OSC when I push down. It sends out, so like how Hog has it set up is when you push a button, it sends an OSC command, and when you release a button, it sends an OSC command, which is nifty and allows you to do like keyboard shortcuts and stuff like that on the screens. But I don't have that set up. I have it set up to where you just push the button and it does it. So I figured that would be a good like next version support. No one has complained that they can't do keyboard shortcuts on the front panel. So I'm guessing it's because either they haven't tried or they don't care enough. Real quick, I wonder if Dobby, stop. My dog is I wanted to check something and didn't want y'all to necessarily see. I'm curious if it counts to do. I'm curious if like the resubs and stuff count towards like my emote goal. Which I guess doesn't necessarily matter. It doesn't. It does. And now I have 8 points, I think. Hold on. I'm gonna find out here. No, I still have. Yeah, I have 8 points. No, did I have 8 points before? I think I had 8 points before. Yeah. And I need 15. I think I just did my math wrong here. 7. Save. There we go. Okay. Cool. Alright, so buttons should send like they should. So basically, inside the front panel button... I need to basically set this to when you press down, it sends a command, and when you release, it sends a command. Let's figure out how to do that. Because I did it once, and now I've forgotten, and it might actually be built into swiftui now. On press a button, do something in Swift. Okay, that is not Swift. Oh, I'm so glad, Jake. I'm so glad the chickens were able to say hi back. It's great. I'm so glad. And I'm glad that you're starting to get eggs again, which is great. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Oh, because I just said Swift. I'll say swiftui here. Button events. Hey, Dustin, welcome in. All these fun little emotes. I'm trying to figure out this. This is exactly what I'm trying to figure out. Weird. I don't know. And Twitch does weird things. I don't know why notifications happen and why they don't. It's okay. All you missed. If only we lived close. If only we could get fresh eggs. Man, that would have been a savior during our ice storm when we realized our eggs went bad and then didn't have eggs. Snowstorm, ice storm, whatever you want to call it. All right, so this is actually what I need to do here. so let's just plop this over here. Plop this. Oh, Dustin, you didn't miss much. I told a story of how I put my coffee in my water cup, which is always nice to do. My coffee was full, my water cup was full of ice, and I still managed to take the pot of coffee and pour it into my water cup. It was great. And then you missed the view around and the view around in the layout, but that was about it. Oh, and my TouchOSC screen, but I'll just screenshot that and put it in your Discord so that you can see what the final ended up being. Okay, so in here, it basically wants me to create a whole new struct. So this is what someone said to do. And it said I could make a new struct. And basically, when I press it, it can do something. And when I release, it can do something. Which makes sense. So if you can extend on that, you can create a whole new structure and extend on it and add in other things based on that primitive button. But I wonder... I still though need to get custom stuff put into the button, but can I, and this is probably where just like my lack of knowledge of Swift is gonna play in. I just don't know yet. Okay, so action pressed, action released. Because well, hold on. I'm saying that and I'm looking at another guy checking something. Action. But where is like... Okay. So we just return a config.label. I don't think that's what I want. Because he said this wasn't working. And I need it to work. Rather than, well, wouldn't he call my button there and not button? Because there he's still calling the normal button, or am I reading this example wrong? No, he also calls, oh, because this is just a button style, not an actual button, so it restyled the button. I don't think that's what I want. I mean, I can go copy what I did before, but I'm trying to make sure that there's not a new like built-in way, because the way I did it felt very, very hacky. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, thanks Rev for the caffeinate. I appreciate it. Oh, that was how, here it is. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Yay. See, the issue was, and how I did that, how I did the coffee in the water cup, is that I didn't have my coffee before I drank. I mean, before I was filling up the water cup. Okay, represent, how can I make the buttons on view extend? Okay, so that's not what I wanted, but that's cool. Oh no. What happened here? Oh no, go back. Oh, did I really just, okay. Pop that out. There we go. All right, so this isn't really helping me. This is kind of helping me, but let's see, touches on A and B. So this is actually keyboard shortcuts, which I want to do at some point, but not right now. How to handle press and release. Okay, so... Oh, is this just like not a... There we go. It just wasn't very well padded on the sides. Interesting. Okay. And this is why I'm always nervous to like make my own website and be like, I'm gonna make my own website as a developer, because I would imagine that developer topics would be able to handle and add a little bit of padding there, like a little bit more than there was, because that's really close to the edge and it's like cuts it off. But you know, that's not... It's hard to do screen sizes. Yeah, well, functionally, fortunately though, we can do something better than that. We can create a custom view modifier that will be able to execute the above code, but it will be shorter to write and easier to remember. Okay. Oh, so if we do a view modifier, then we can just call that view modifier whenever we want to. Okay, I like that. I like that view modifier. Let's go do that. So view modifiers are kind of like a global thing that you can add, which is pretty nifty. So whenever I did it with a button style one time somewhere in my life, where you can, so that way the buttons always look the same. And I just call that button style. I guess I can do it here. It's fine. I really just didn't want to add more to this line, but we'll do it. So let's make... So what we want to do here is make this... Basically, we're just going to copy this. So it's going to be a structure that's a view modifier. It takes in two callback functions, an on press and on release. And then we can do this on press and on release with the drag gesture. And this is like the hacky way kind of that I was talking about before. Just because like it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense at the same time. Like it's something you can do, but also not, but also like, why would I have an action and a drag gesture? It's just, it seems hacky, but that's fine. All right, so then we're gonna go into here and we're gonna call the view modifier, which I think I just do a dot modifier at the end. I'm pretty sure this needs to go on the inside. That way... Hold on. I'm pretty sure I want that to go on the inside. That way it's not just the text itself that can be hit. It's like all of it, but we'll see. Okay, so we'll Command R, reload that real quick just to see how it looks. I'm gonna drink some more coffee so I'm not completely dead. Back. Oh, we're in programming. See, and that's better. And now I don't have to be completely on top of that 8 to hit it. All right. Cool. So we have that button, that frame. All right, so now we need to apply that modifier. Where? Okay, so this is the end of the body. There are some things, and I just need to figure out, and maybe some of y'all know, like, does Xcode have extensions like, kind of like VS Code does? Because VS Code does a neat thing. I'm gonna open it and it should be fine. VS Code has a neat extension that I really, really enjoy, and it's called Bracket Pair Colorizer. So like it colorizes these pairs of so we can see here in like the page title where it has a yellow bracket and then a purple bracket, and it keeps them colorized so that I can always see where the open or closed bracket is. And even if I were to put a bracket in here, like in the middle of title, it gets a different color. So now it's light blue instead of purple and yellow. So it's able to be seen. It's one of those things that if someone knows that Xcode can do that, I'd be really, really interested. All right, so we're gonna apply that modifier. And how is a modifier applied? Oh, wait. So I don't even need to do the dot modifier. I can literally just do dot press action. Okay. Right? I also want that. I know that Xcode does extensions, but I don't know how they do extensions. I haven't dove into Xcode extensions yet. But I love it in my VS Code. It's really nice with like JavaScript. I've been doing a lot of JavaScript stuff at work lately, and it's been super duper handy. I wonder if the view modifier has to be in. I don't think it has to be in the view, does it? This is what I get for just scrolling through and trying to see. I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't say it has to. Oh. Oh, why am I logged out? I'm on GitHub all the time, but that's fine. No. Oh, I have to do it has to be an extension. Okay. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. That way it knows where to call it. So that was dumb of me. I should have known that. Press actions cannot be nested in protocol extension view, but oh, and then we make it a function instead of a struct. You know, I really should, instead of just like, okay. So if I want to call it as a dot press action, that's when I can do extension. If not, I would put it in that modifier and kind of do what I was trying to do, but I like the way this looks better. Oh, and I still need, okay, hold on. I'm gonna do this in a helper class. swiftui view. And we're just gonna copy and paste this because I should probably actually read things. I'm not the biggest fan on reading things, but we'll see how this goes. Thanks for the lurk, Jake. I appreciate it. Cool, and lurking and all that is working over there. Yay, awesome. I'm still working on making sure that everything switches over to stream elements pretty well. And so far, it looks like it is, which is great. All right, what's wrong? Redeclaration of press actions. Now if I go into front panel button, I can get rid of this. Awesome. Only tastes like a little bit like coffee. It's not that bad. I mean, I did rinse it out before I put ice and stuff back in. But you know, coffee has that strange like flavor. So it's a great time. Ew. You know, I really should get out of the habit of not checking my app, like downloads and stuff all the time. But I thoroughly enjoy doing it like every day and it's become part of my routine. Why? I don't know. There's no reason for me to, but I do. All right, so press action. We need to push the button down. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I have the tweet notification on from app stories or app stats or whatever it is. Who runs it? App Figures. That's who runs it. About the App Store Connect, like whenever it posts, just because I'm curious, like, are people downloading it? Is it useful? Did I get any crashes? Because that's also the other one. It's like, did I get any crashes? Because if so, that's going to be an issue. And I need to figure out why. Print, press button down on, and then what, how do I do the next one? On release? Print, button is released. It should have press actions now. It does though. Oh, because it's called press action. Let's do that. S's at the end of things kill me all the time. If you guys are just joining, and because it's been a little bit since I've done this. If you guys are just joining, welcome. I work on iOS apps in my free time. I'm making basically like a controller app. It controls another piece of hardware here. It's used to control like lighting desks, basically. It's fun. It's a little something that I've been working on the side. I'm not a full-time iOS dev whatsoever. I work in product support for a lighting manufacturer company, which is really fun. It's really cool. I've been doing all of this in my free time. I really enjoy working on iOS apps. I enjoy working on development projects. And I decided to stream it one day because I like talking out loud about what I'm doing, and I like talking to people, I guess. This has been really nice because normally during like my day job, I would be traveling at least once a month to go and do trainings and like talk to people in real life. And now I just kind of talk to people through a computer screen. It's really great. It's really fun. Cool. So now are we just not gonna, oh, did I run it? I did, but why did it not go? No, I don't think I ran it at all. Let's run it again. I think I just built it. So if you like what I'm doing, then please drop a follow. It'd be really appreciative. I need to get a follow bar going. Once I hit 100 follows, I really want like y'all to figure out what my next hair color is gonna be. I have the purple color is starting to run out. I need to re-dye it. I don't know what color to put in my hair. I've had mango as a suggestion, and I've had like a blue. I might just go back to purple because I still have purple hair dye left over. All that fun stuff. All right, look, we have buttons pressed down, button is released. So that works. And if you move it, oh, cool, great. I love it. It's doing what it needs to do. It's probably, so I don't really need an action here. Should I have an action though? I should probably have an action, but I don't really need one. So now I need to go into Osc Helper and actually make the function when you press it down and presses 0, it goes 0, and when you release, it releases. Let's go into Jira real quick though, and let's get this committed first. Oh, get cracking. Why are you not open? Yeah, but I really like coffee. I really like talking to people. I like friends. So feel free, chit chat, talk. Also, join the Discord if you're here. Trying to build up that community more. We've had a couple really cool discussions about the M1 Mac, about getting like the M1 series. We encourage each other through projects, stuff like that. Like Panjakes here is working on 100 Days of swiftui, and he's got his stuff in the Discord. Like he's talking about it in the Discord, all that good stuff. So make sure to join. I'll put a link in the chat right now because it's been a while since it came up. But make sure you join that Discord. Links in the chat. Have fun, enjoy, chit chat, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and stage these changes, and we're gonna say it's going to iHog 60. And we're going to iHog 60 here. The buttons. I realized. Hold on, sorry, y'all. That's what I need. Oh, thanks, Dustin, for the. There we go. Thanks, Dustin, for the caffeinate. I appreciate it. Let's get this. Woo. Thank you, sir. There we go. Added modifier and able to. Oh, why is that weird? And able to trigger on a press and on a release. Great. I'm not gonna push that yet because I don't want to trigger a build. I really need to get something in my build system that only builds on like certain pushes. Like I don't have to build every time I push up, but right now that's what it's set to. All right, so now we're gonna do Osc Helper. Next step is, so right now all these buttons are basically put as a push front panel button, which is basically what gets sent, is pushed with a message down, message release, and then we log it, and then we send both boom, 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 like right after another. So I think I'm gonna make two separate. Should I make two separate, or should I just have it be? I don't think I really need two separate functions. I think I can probably just do it on this one. Oh, what's keeping me from wanting two separate functions besides, you know, my own want of two separate functions? I think that would be about it. So I think we can just do two separate functions. I'm trying to think if there's a reason. If there is a reason for not having two separate functions. This shouldn't ever change. Like the, this should always stay the same and just should never change because it's just gonna be here. It's just gonna be the client.send. That's a message that's working with my OSC kit library. So I think this is fine. Func. Push button, front panel, button, Oops. There is no return type though. And actually, we're just gonna copy that. And it's gonna get upset, and we'll let it get upset. In just a sec. Release front panel button. Button string. And then we will basically do the same thing. Copy. See, look, it got upset now. I told you it would get upset. It always gets upset at me. It's just because you can have functions with the same name, but they can't be the exact same or else the compiler doesn't know which one to call, which is fine. And then we'll do boom. And then we don't need this whatsoever anymore. So we send OSC front panel button for push, for front panel button push, and then we're basically going to do the same thing. I like to comment my code sometimes. I like to pretend that I really like to comment my code. Release. I really should like it more than I do. I should like it more than I do. I act like I like it a lot more than I actually do, which is fine. Cool. So we push the front panel button. We release the front panel button. Awesome. Now we're gonna go and actually get that implemented in here. And it should be pretty simple here. Well, hold on. I say that and... Okay, because it's not that simple. I knew it wasn't going to be that simple. Because depending on the number the button, it actually has to get, like, redone. So... And the playback buttons, those... Do those need to be held down also? Yes. Okay. It's great. I love it. Let's just worry about the normal numeric keypads first. And the other ones. We'll actually have this as two separate functions too. Basically the same switch cases. I mean, it is the same switch cases. It's just different buttons here. And let's go get that deleted. Oh no, get back. Ah, there we go. Cool. All right. So now let's go figure out what I need to do for that OSC playback button. Jump to definition here. Oh, it looks like it's basically the same thing. Push down. Playback button push. Yeah, Joel just got push. And then we'll just copy. Paste, call it release. I don't need that one. Isn't there? Yeah. Cool. So apparently command delete, and I think this is universal and isn't just inside this app. You can command delete or command backspace is going to take you to the beginning of that line, which is pretty nifty. Does command delete go forwards? Ah, it does. Okay. Well, that's nifty. All right, so we have the message that releases, the send, the release. So command delete is actually going to take me. Yes. I like keyboard shortcuts a lot. Did I do the wrong one? I did. And we'll just boom. Okay. No, I didn't. Okay. We don't need the release functions. That's what we're getting rid of. There we go. Playback button push, playback button release. So now if we go back in here, this should be the only time. Yep. Playback button push. And we'll just delete that. Or sorry, that should be release. I'm not reading enough. And then here we'll add push. Button functions, playback, push. All right. That should be what I need. And then actually inside this press actions, we need a push button. And then we need release button. I don't really need an action here. I guess we can just call it push button. Fine. I mean, if it's only pushing it down, it should be fine. Cool. So what we should see here is a bunch of, whoops, wrong, but wrong way. Cool. So we see it 1 is pushed down and then 0 when it's released. So with multi-touch, what this would mean is I could do I don't have the button there, so maybe that's why people aren't doing it. But if I had a button there, an open button, like you could change your windows, stuff like that. Like here inside playback though, there's a pig, but there's not a pig button. Why? Where did it go? Okay, well, I'm gonna add this pig button back then apparently. And then you can hold down pig and hit release and that should work. I think choose, which is awesome because oh, but then why did that? Oh, because it's doing this stupid push button. I can't have that then. I can't have the push button because that would do something. That would basically lock it down and then you'd never be able to let go of it, which is no bueno. No one wants that. Oh, I'll see you later. That's what I'm looking for. All right, let's try again now. Programming. Cool. There we go. And now in playback, Hog just released this feature where if you hold down I think it's choose, it might be assert, and you hit the play button for that, you can change the tempo of the effect. So the choose key here, and then the play button, I'm pointing on the screen like you can see what I'm pointing at, and then the play button here, you do it at the same time, and you can actually change your tempos and all that good stuff. So this is actually going to enable that, which is awesome. Let's do, I can commit that and I think I can push it too, because I think it is ready and I will get that into beta. iHog 60. So the app itself is open source. All of like these issues that I'm working through though, you can find the app on Discord, which is really, I mean on my GitHub, I didn't implement the !git. I'm taking that completely from Dustin. But it's same as everything else. Megan Wilson on Discord. I mean on GitHub. You can go on GitHub and see the code and everything. But I'm managing all my issues in Jira. I don't know why I chose to do that, but I chose to do it. Actually, I do know why. It got me closer to. I like the customization of Jira issues more than GitHub issues. And I can add some more things in as I need to. But yeah, can push and release buttons. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and push that up. So cool. Oh yeah, there was that build number had to get updated. It's fine. All right. Great, and I think that's really it for today. thank you guys for sticking around with me, watching that. I appreciate it. That's really just gonna be it because I have to go to work in like 10 minutes. And so this is gonna be enough time for me to transition out and chit chat a little bit on the outro. Again, thank you guys for watching me work on the app. I really appreciate it. It's been a really fun time. If you have questions about how I have all this set up and stuff like that, feel free, join the Discord, reach out to me there, join me, talk to me on Twitter, all that good stuff. Hit the follow button. I try to go live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. This past Friday and Thursday weren't very long at all, mainly because I had to take the dogs to the vet and all that good stuff. But this time, same place, Thursday, Friday, I switched to actually working on a web app. I'm working on making a Pokedex, which has been pretty fun. And then hopefully this weekend, I get to actually jump back into streaming as well and pick up the Switch again and play some actual Pokemon games that time. Again, thank you guys for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the follow button. It'll be really fun, I promise. And join the Discord, and I will catch y'all next time. Bye.